What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of Bearski Method, a channel where we talk about natural order and we demonstrate it through the feedings or keeping of piranha and cats and dogs and so on and so forth. Even some parts are about us, you know, physical and emotional, whatever kind of existence, and how nature affects us, you know. So many times in many of my videos I have mentioned the fact that, you know, something happens out there in the world that somehow, some way affects us. I think it's very prevalent with, you know, all the changes that we've experienced in the last 2 years or so. And some of them were obviously, you know, unprovoked. Some of them were really not so much not welcome, and some were just plainly imposed. So we have to adapt, we have to adjust, and I guess a good way is to basically figure out how does the natural world do it, you know, as far as any type of atmospheric or environmental changes and adaptations that come with it. So that's what we'll talk about today. And if you are new here, my friends, my name is Malachi. Everyone calls me Bear or Bearski. And as I mentioned, this is a spot where we talk about all kinds of stuff. I got a feeding today. Definitely adults and the juveniles are due for a snack. We don't know what it's gonna be, probably another mystery live feeding. And then Caribe have had, you know, turbulent few months, I would say, the last couple months. A lot of fighting, a lot of disputes. I think the tank is just not big enough for them anymore. They have reached almost 8-9 inches. Probably would have been bigger even by now if I had moved them to one of the 200s, 220s that are right here. And soon will be available when we finish this tank, this big enclosure over there, 1,200 gallon piranha tank, which will host both of the families, the adults and the juvenile rescue will go in there for sure. As I was saying, my friends, that tank is going to host both of the packs of the red bellies. And yeah, I can't wait. You know, we're getting closer. I know it's a huge process getting the angles cut because you can't grow glass. You know, once you cut it, it's too late. And it is a super expensive piece of glass, 3/4 inch thick, blah, blah, blah. Hard to source. In the first place, I was able to, you know, find someone who can help us along, and even more so, or better yet, our sponsor, Mustard Safety, which you should probably check out and visit. Anyway, they have offered to, you know, let's just say, put us in contact with someone who may help, even though it has been really, really hard, as I've mentioned before, to source the glass, not to mention the price alone. Hey, did you guys hear about the truckers heading to Canada? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, just wanted to let you know today's episode has been sponsored by Mustard Safety, and yeah, they're basically there for the truckers, truck business, truck, and anything with basically transportation. There's a whole lot of things that get involved as far as, you know, the bureaucratic layers. They will take care of everything. I mean, from CDLs, from, you know, tickets and all kinds of drug consortiums, you know, even your logbooks. So you can rely on them. And I gotta say, we appreciate everything you guys do. So yeah, see you inside. So you never know on the road, right? If you should need anything for your trucking business, please log into www.Muster Safety or Muster Med. They are a partnership for any of your trucking needs. And don't forget to mention Bearski. You get 10% off. Remember, www.mustersafety/Bearski for 10% off on all of their services. Also today we're gonna do something different. I wanted to include some footage from one of my, let's just say, subscribers' collection of piranhas and bring the awareness of how difficult these fish actually are to keep. It is an easy endeavor, definitely far more difficult than cichlids and all the types. So just so you know, disclosure, it is my one of my subscribers' tank and a little bit about what in-house. So yeah, my friends, we're gonna feature some more of some of our fans, subscribers, followers, friends, Rana tribe, Rana tribe people. So yeah, thank you again for subscribing and for submitting that video. If anybody is interested in submitting a video that about your piranha pack, your piranha habitat, feel free to go to info@bearskimethod.com and maybe you can upload a short video in there. Try to keep it under 2 minutes, please. And yeah, let's check it out.
All right, how you doing, Bearski? My name's John Bilal. I've been watching you for a couple years. I live in Kokomo, Indiana, and I've been keeping piranhas for almost 7 years. I have 3 fish tanks. This one's my 75-gallon. I have 5 red belly piranha in here that are about 5 to 6 inches long. I use a hang on the tank filter that hangs on the back. I have a heater. I like to keep my bubble bars in here. Just lets them be a little bit more active with it. I've got a black background and both sides are clear. And this one up here is in my son's bedroom. And they're pretty docile. They usually aren't very active up here like my other ones are. So I'll take you downstairs and show you my other 2 tanks. And this is my 150-gallon tank. I have 8 red belly piranhas in here that are about 7 to 8 inches long. I have 2 filters that hang on the back with this tank. I have 2 1-foot bubble bars that I keep. Got the 180-gallon tank. I got 9 piranha in here between 9 and 12 inches. Got some shrimp. We're going to feed them tonight. So let's see what they're going to do. They look pretty hungry tonight. That's just a little taste for you. So we'll talk to you later, Bearski. Have a good one.
All right. I'm gonna do a blast in these. See, this pump went out, and as soon as it goes out, it builds out this algae. So the more current you have in your tank, the cleaner this thing stays. Oh my gosh, this magnet is no joke. Anyway, we're gonna do the glass cleanup real fast. You know what I'm saying? Cool. They're like a more frightening version of a bluegill up north in North America versus what they have down in South America. A terrifying bluegill, that's what that is. It could eat you up if you don't move fast enough, or if you're injured, hurt, or something. They will get you and clean you off the, meat off the bone in seconds if there's enough of them. If there's like, whatchamacallit, if there's like, hundreds, everybody takes a bite and moves on. Imagine, you disappear in minutes. Now we're gonna clean this tank. And Czar's gonna be in our way because that's what he does. But anyway, as I was saying, I don't even know if I'm gonna use the footage because I forgot to turn the light on. Anyway, as I was saying, even though these fish were born in captivity, their, let's just say, design, the species itself is, outfitted or has an ability to live, in a way that I call it a full spectrum. Hunt, live in packs, have hierarchy and all that stuff, even feuds, and then once in a while one of them dies, or something succumbs to the natural order, as I call it. You gotta watch your hands in this tank for sure, because these guys will just come investigate, nip, and whatnot. So I'm not taking any chances with these dudes. Pretty good, pretty neat. All right. So that's all done. As I was saying, what you want to do is create a symbiotic relationship between you and them. See how I came up and started doing things? Look at them, they rise up right away. They're not scared. And the lights on and everything. It's just, you have to sort of, create this slowly, condition them. That you arrive, do things, but then reward, food comes. So, yeah, you see that? Definitely a process, but you can achieve it no problem with any fish. Even scaredy pants like piranhas, they're very timid because obviously they're on everyone's menu. Birds, freaking snakes, caimans, people, everybody eats these guys, so that's why they live in packs in order to preserve themselves. Not only to take down a huge prey and get a nibble and survive, but also to, stay in big numbers to avoid getting eaten. I tell you what, whenever I sit right there, yeah, I get the best view, because I get to chill for, a few minutes, motionless, and they started doing their thing, whether it's fighting or whatever, what have you. Wow, these things really sprouts out. I'm gonna have to move around. But yeah, really incredibly dynamic tanks, my friends. One of my favorites right now, by far. I have a special relationship with these guys. I got them when they were like 3/4 inch. I haven't lost any. All 9 still here, plus I rescued Big Mama. The leader came from a rescue from Wisconsin, I believe, Wisconsin border. Yeah, it was an interesting situation. There was a little bit of a power struggle between the big alpha, we used to call him Alpha, now lost his spot, and now the Big Mama's the alpha. But yeah, they're all here, healthy. They have tried, spawning and stuff a couple of times, but I kind of interrupted it on purpose because I wanted to move to the new enclosure. Plus, I have no room for any more piranhas, so not yet, guys. Not yet, girls. So, real quick on a side note, I just wanted to tell you that, piranha keeping isn't that easy. Actually, one of the most difficult fish you can keep. The species vary, obviously, between their sizes and types, or even their characters, like literally black piranhas can only be cut solo and whatnot, and they get like 18 inches big or even bigger in fish tanks. So, can imagine. As far as the habitat, their feeding, variety, and everything that you have to sort of, concern yourself if you want to have a healthy pack, a long-living pet, if you can call the piranhas pets. You want to do the best by them. You have to be willing to do all kinds of stuff. That includes even making a prey tank. Sounds scary, but it is the reality, and you're best to be prepared instead of, improvising with something unhealthy, which we often do ourselves because we don't take the time to choose our meals. That's the thing, raw feeding keeps you on your toes, my friends. Same thing with, hunting, as far as the piranhas and their endeavors. And it's a never-ending process. That's what keeps us going. The stress level is almost necessary, whether it's physical or physiological. It is necessary in order to survive, to propagate, to go forward. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, so some of the prey didn't make it, so I'm going to do a hand feeding improvisation, and we'll see how these guys will act. I'll also stick to GoPro, so maybe we'll get some interesting close-ups. All right, here it goes. I got this one right nearby. I'm gonna try to hold on to him with my fingernail. See how it goes. All right, you guys, check them out. They're really coming up close. I'm just gonna let them see the fin. Oh, there you go, there you go. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Oof, a lot of splashing, my friends. Hopefully you can see this from different angles. I don't want to get bit up, but whoa, they're jumping out. Look at that. They're literally coming out with the fish. So you can see the little savages. Oh, this should be good. Oh, real close to my finger there, my friends. A little too close, I gotta say. I'm gonna get some of these. Oh, that was my finger. That bumped to my finger. No, too close, too close. Stay down, girls. Stay down below. A little more, a few more shots, and I'll let go of this thing so I don't get bit up. Oh, okay, stay with the fish. God, these guys are trying to go for my fingers, investigating. I just don't want to, end this video on a emergency visit and whatnot. But okay, there it goes. Time to drop this. Trying to drop this little fishy. All right, you guys, check them out. They're really coming up below. Just gonna see the fin. Different angles. I don't want to get hit up, but whoa, they're jumping out. They're coming out with the fish. Interesting angle, something different, something we haven't seen all that much, so hopefully something you guys enjoy. There it is, all done. Whew. That is all for today, my friends. As I've mentioned, and I always will, feedings never disappoint. I mean, in its own, I guess the experience, not just for us, but for the fish, is something that it cannot be duplicated. My friends, thank you so much for stopping by, for watching, for leaving comments, and again, if you are new here, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.